What is up, guys? It's Tyson Brown here, and today's question I got from one of my clients who's an online client, and he hasn't been able to make it to the gym lately, so he wants to know, how do you get a six-pack at home? How do you work toward that six-pack if you can't go to the gym at the moment? And that is a really good question that I want to share with you guys today. Now, the reason this is so important to be able to work on your six-pack at home is because if you can do it at home, you can do it anywhere, right? And if you can do it anywhere, that means you're going to be able to develop a pretty good looking core just by being able to put in some simple tips. So what I'm going to be covering today is two different things. I'm going to be covering nutrition and I'm going to be covering ab exercises you can do at home. And these are going to be the most beneficial things for you. So I want to cover nutrition first. Now, the reason nutrition is so important is because nutrition is going to get you faster results, it's going to get you better results, and it's going to determine your results more compared to just doing ab training. And the reason for this is because nutrition plays a bigger part, and you're consuming more food. You're consuming, let's say you consume 4 or 5 meals a day, right? Well, in a week, you're consuming 35 meals. And what those meals are made up of are going to determine how your body's going to look. So whether you're eating a lot of crappy meals or whether you're eating a lot of good meals, it's all going to depend on how much you're eating during the week and what's going to happen. Because if you want to lose body fat, what you need to focus on is making sure that you're consuming less calories than you're burning during the day. If you're consuming more calories than you're burning, well, then you're going to keep the body fat on, or you're going to put on body fat. If you're burning more, that means you're going to make sure that you're in a calorie deficit and you're burning body fat. What happens when you burn body fat? You lose the belly fat, right? And that's what we want. We want to lose stubborn belly fat. And so the only way to do that, like I said, is being in a calorie deficit. So while you're at home, if you can't train or, just at home in general to be able to build a six-pack, you need to focus on nutrition first. And nutrition, the best place you can focus on it is at home. So that means preparing your meals. That means tracking your macronutrients. That means doing the things that you need to make sure so your nutrition's on point. That means not going out and eating like shit every day. So the first thing you want to focus on is making sure that you're tracking your macronutrients every day. Now, when I talk about tracking your macronutrients, you need to make sure your protein, your carbohydrates, and your fats are all on point every single day. And the first thing you want to look at is making sure you get enough protein. So the reason you want to make sure you get enough protein is because it's going to help with muscle repair, it's going to help prevent muscle loss when you're losing body fat, and it's going to also make sure you're gaining some lean muscle. So simple way for your protein intake, get your body weight and times it by 2. So if I'm 65 kilos, times by 2 is 130 grams. If you're overseas, just get your body weight in pounds, and then that's how much you need. Simple way for you guys to start it off for your protein. Now, when it comes to your fats, you want to get 1 gram per kilo of body weight. So if you're 65 kilos, 65 grams of fat. If you're in overseas again, like I said, you probably want to half that. So if you'd want to go, if you're 150 lbs, you want to get 75 grams of fat. And then the rest of your stuff the rest of your calories want to come from carbs. So you should add your fats and your proteins up together when you figure out how many calories you need. And then for the rest of it, making sure it all comes from your carbohydrates. That way you're not having too much. And when it comes to carbohydrates, stick to your whole carbohydrates, right? Make sure you have sweet potato, make sure you have your rice, quinoa. Avoid things like the breads and all that crap, the things that make you bloated, because like I talked about in the other video, if you're having all these things that make you feeling bloated and make you feel like crap and make you hold more water, then you're not going to be able to see that six-pack. Now, in order for you to get a six-pack at home, that's the nutrition side. So when we talk about the weight training side and things like that, there are simple exercises you can do. Number one is I actually don't suggest doing sit-ups. Do not do sit-ups because they've actually been proven to be really detrimental for your lower back. What you want to do instead is make sure that you're doing functional ab exercises. So these are things to build up your obliques and to build up your abs. What I like to do is I suggest that you set a timer every 30 minutes, do a plank. Do one plank hold, one side hold, and the other side plank hold. That way you're building up your whole core. Every 30 minutes, just do it for as long as you can, one all-out set. So if you're at home and you're at home for 6 hours during the day, you've done 12 full sets, and that's a lot of load on your core muscles, right? Building it up as a whole, as opposed to doing sit-ups, which is hurting your lower back. doing the planks are one of the best, most functional exercises you can do. They've actually taken out sit-ups from the military and put planks in instead. So if they're doing that in the military, why would you not want to do that? Give that a look. So planks and side planks are first. After that, I would suggest doing Russian twists. Now with Russian twists, what you can do is just find something that's heavy enough that you can hold and do it from side to side. Look up what Russian twists are, but you can pretty much do these anywhere. You know, you can get some, get a weighted box, get something, hold a whole, fill a backpack and use it for a weighted twist. It's really, really easy. Now, common question I get is, Tyson, what if I can't, what if I can't track my food, or what if I can't measure my food every day? Well, it's really, really simple. Thing you guys can do is talk about portion control. If you can't track your food because, I don't know, you have something on, every single meal, this should be the serving size of your protein. 2 palm serving sizes for protein. That's how you make sure you get enough protein during the day. For your fats is 2 thumb serving sizes. So all your nuts going to be here and here for your fats. And then for your carbohydrates, cupful of carbohydrates, and then 2 fistfuls of veggies. So if you're not tracking your macronutrients, that's the first way to start. That's how you get started tracking your portion sizes. And then another question is, Tyson, what if I'm at work? How do I do ab exercises at work? Well, you could probably do a quick plank while you're at work, or in your lunch break, go and do some ab exercises. Go and do planks and Russian twists and things like that. It's really, really simple. You can do your ab training from anywhere. However, like I said, nutrition is going to be the first thing you need to focus on, and then making sure that you're going to be doing your ab training. Because at the end of the day, you can do all the ab training you want like I did when I was younger, but if you are not putting in the nutrition side of things, you're not going to see the results. Bonus thing I want to throw in for you guys is, if you want to learn exactly the ab exercise to use and the other important things you want to learn about ab training to make sure you can have a sexy six-pack, click on the link below, because I've got a free video series explaining all that stuff right to you. So what I want you guys to do right now is to go and get a timer app, and every 30 minutes, get down into a plank for as long as you can, and then do some side planks. And I want you to comment down below how far you did the planks, how long you did the planks for. That's the video of today. Don't forget to pick up the free guide, and I'll speak to you guys in the next video.